Yes, my name is Owen Rana. I'm Director International Marketing for Pakistan Software Export. We are a $2.8 billion IT industry with $1.4 billion of exports. There are more than 1,000 IT companies in Pakistan operating in software development, IT-enabled services, software-related services, call centers, and hardware companies. As part of our international marketing efforts, we take delegations to different countries, participate in international exhibitions, and to come to Canada. Major objective was to actually promote our products and services, and of course to foster any business collaborations which might exist here, and most importantly to attract the Canadian companies to market their products and services in the Pakistani market. There's a lot of potential in that market. It's a huge economy. And in fact, in 2005, we were the second largest growing economy. So there is a lot of potential, and we encourage the Canadian entities to come to Pakistan to set up their facility centers, delivery centers. And the government of Pakistan is willing to do all they can to basically attract and facilitate the foreign companies. In the last 6 months, we've taken about 7-8 delegations to different countries. We've been to UK, USA, Ireland, UAE, Europe as well. But Canada is really important in a way that it shares the border with USA. Plus, to get into the USA market, it is imperative to have a presence in the Canadian market and form a strategic partnership with the Canadian entities. Once you partner with the Canadian entities, it becomes extremely easy to actually collaborate and of course do business with the US entities as well. Plus Canada itself is a huge market, a lot of potential here. And with the with the cost advantage with Pakistan have, the skill sets we have, I think there's a lot of potential for our companies to do business in Canada. And of course, our Pakistan being a huge IT sector, and of course the economy there's a lot of potential for the Canadian entities to do business in Canada. As far as Canadian companies, yes, certainly there are quite a few Canadian entities. For instance, the BlackBerry is available in Pakistan. It's being marketed there. It's getting more and more popular in Pakistan. We have a lot of real estate companies, Canadian companies operating in Pakistan. Biggest example is government of Pakistan recently decided to build IT parks in Pakistan. We have software technology park buildings, and now we're looking to build IT campuses. So we were looking for an international investor to come to Pakistan and establish those parks on build, operate, transfer basis. So 2 Canadian companies have been selected in the final stages to actually be a contender for that business operate transfer, build operate transfer basis. I think Pakistan has a huge cost advantage. The labor cost in Pakistan, skills sets cost is much competitive than any other country in the world. Be it be India, be it be Philippines, any other outsourcing destination. I think we have a huge cost advantage. And the incentives offered by the government of Pakistan, they are quite unique. There's a tax exemption in Pakistan in the IT sector till 2016. There is 100% repatriation of foreign income for foreign entities. If you are a foreign entity, you come and set up your business in Pakistan, you can take all your revenue away without paying any tax. So there's no exemption of that. Plus, the infrastructure available in Pakistan, the connectivity available in Pakistan is much lower than most parts of the world, and it's getting more and more reliable as well. And the most important thing is Pakistanis, private and public sector, both are more than willing to do business with the Canadian entities. And we are not only willing, but we are actually willing to go an extra mile to do that. So I think there was a Canadian delegation which visited Pakistan about 6 months ago. That was the start of this dialogue. And this is a return delegation as a follow-up from there. And we've made some really useful contacts during this visit. And I'm pretty much sure there are going to be a lot of success stories coming out of this visit. And for the coming years, this is going to be our permanent destination to come and visit. We have 16 IT companies from different parts of the world who have been selected to visit to tour Canada. And these companies have been selected out of a pool of 1,000 IT companies, which I mentioned earlier on. These companies have been selected on the basis of their quality, the right kind of skill set, and the previous contracts and projects they've done. And of course, the skill sets they can actually offer to the Canadian market that very well matches with the opportunities lie here, whether it be telecom sector, whether it be banking sector, whether it's just an implementation, automation of IT processes. I think our companies are very well equipped to deal in these sectors.
I'm Anwarul Haq Khabar. I'm Consul Education and Trade in Pakistan Consulate General based at Toronto. And I'm coordinating this delegation. In fact, this delegation was formulated by the PSEB. It is Pakistan Software Export Board, which is overall supervising and coordinating this delegation. And from Pakistan Consulate General side, from Toronto, I am organizing all their meetings and matchmaking. Delegates representing various firms. There are almost 16 different companies which have sent their representatives and delegates in this delegation. They have already visited Ottawa, Montreal, and now they are in Toronto. But after Toronto visit, they would be culminating their visit and they would be going back. In GTA, there are almost 300,000 Pakistan. Trend is continuously rising. The people from Pakistan, they are immigrating here, but most of them, they are highly skilled, highly qualified people. So the trend at the moment that is constantly rising. Various professions, various dimensions.
My name is Hari Venkatacharya. I'm the president of TIE Toronto. And to be co-hosting this event today with Andy Merchant of the Canada-Pakistan Business Council. They and us have done a lot of events together in the past couple of years' time because we really are about promoting entrepreneurship. And with this delegation that's come from Pakistan, we're extremely excited to be working with Andy to facilitate introductions to various companies in the Toronto area and to also have our own members come out and meet these individuals from Pakistan. It's a revolutionary gaming company that has a very unique DVD-based console system where you can have up to 6 people playing at the same time in the same room. And the other core philosophy we have in the company is that we will have no violence in our games. So it's very different from many of the systems that are out there already. Really, the whole South Asian region is such an engine of growth right now. I think that as Canadians, we have to really embrace that part of the world and do as much business as we can with people from South Asia. I think it's growing significantly, but I still think Canadians have a little bit of hesitation in going so far to do business. We've gotten too accustomed to doing business with the Americans, but I think as we're seeing the US economy today is going down, and therefore we need to globalize our perspective and look at other countries to do business as well. So this is one of the reasons that we're co-hosting this event today. I think that it's on the upswing, but I think we can do more, both with India and Pakistan. I think that at times we really don't go quickly enough. I think the opportunities there are growing exponentially, but we need to really capitalize on that as soon as we can.
Good evening, my name is Jane Pilot. I'm President of Pilot Performance Resources Management, Inc. And I am at the Canada-Pakistan Business event as one of their speakers for tomorrow. My topic is on global sustainability and the simple solution for being able to work with global sustainability. I am one of the developers of the first online e-learning internationally to assist businesses to implement effective and efficient management systems to international standards. And I believe that the solution to be able to help in sustainability around the world is for us to identify the risks and be able to manage. And my mission is to be able to take the e-learning around the world to be able to help small and medium-sized businesses so that they can be able to manage more effectively, be able to monitor and measure what they do, so that they can be able to be competitive and competent in a global market. So I truly believe that the e-learning that has been developed will assist the businesses in Pakistan has a very large base that could be able to work to help their businesses, because they have many small and medium-sized businesses that need to be able to expand and to be able to operate more effectively. Otherwise, they will not be able to be competitive in the world. The other thing is that a lot of their resources need to be looked at related to the environmental impacts that they have. So the training that has been put together on the e-learning will assist them in the environmental sector, which is a knowledge base to be able to improve their operations for their own country. I have been doing the training for management systems to international standards since 1994. And I have about 20 plus years experience in environment, health and safety and quality. And I have been one of the leaders in Canada in the development of auditor certification for environmental management. I'm also an author of a book on ISO 9001 implementation for quality management. So what I did was I said, I want to assist the businesses, the small and medium-sized businesses who can't afford it, because it's very expensive when you want to implement a management system. So I put the training on the internet in 1 to 2 hour modules, and in a 3-step process. I call it identify, ensure, and improve, to be able to manage your business so that you can be able to cost effectively take the training. And as an example, to implement a management system, consulting fees can be up to $30,000, $50,000. Well, small companies cannot afford that. So what I did was I put it on the internet, and the total cost would be around $2,000, which is minimal. And so not only the training, but the process and the tools that they could use for implementing a management system. I wrote the book on ISO 9000, which is on quality, and I included quality, environment, health, and safety, and that book sells for $495. So you've got $15,000 worth of resources and materials to help the small business, because really it's the small business person that makes up the majority of businesses around the world and in Pakistan.
My name is Imtiaz Saeed. I'm the Vice President for South Asian Markets at RBC. RBC is the official sponsor for the Canada-Pakistan Business Council. RBC is also the sponsor for the Indus Entrepreneurs, or TAI, Toronto chapter. The delegation from Pakistan, which has come for this event today, is made up of technology companies, and the reason why we are involved is through our sponsorship of the chamber and TAI, and the objective is to facilitate trade and entrepreneurship. So RBC plays an important role in supporting activities such as this.
My name is Andy Merchant. I'm the president of Canada-Pakistan Business Council. The council has been around for about 25 years. This is a very unique council. It promotes trade between Canada and Pakistan. As I mentioned, we organize trade missions, invite very key businessmen and politicians to this country. We sort of build bridges both at the political and economic level between East and West. And although we are a not-for-profit organization, non-denomination, non-political, but we have the support of the large business communities, the large banks. They're all members of our council. This council has close to 100 members, but we don't make everybody our member until and unless they have some sort of association with Pakistan to do business with Pakistan. Membership is by invitation only. So large members, large companies like SNC Lavla and the banks and some other corporations, they are members of our council. We are very exclusive in that sense in choosing the members of the. We have actually organized several areas in which IT telecommunication is one of those. Financial sector is another one. Auto and transportation, infrastructure, waste management, water purification, and so on. There are 7. Health and education is another one. Now these are the areas that we focus on, but it doesn't mean that we don't promote other. Agro-food is another big one that is growing in Pakistan. So last year when we took the delegation to Pakistan along with the Premier of Ontario, many joint ventures were signed, many agreements were signed, and over the period of years we have done many of those projects. I have been on the board as the president since 1996, so that almost half of the council's life I have been the president, and this year I'm very proud to say that we have achieved a milestone in our council's history. We will be celebrating the 25th anniversary. From the building image point of view was when we took Dalton McGuinty to Pakistan. Prior to that, we had taken Honorable Alan Rock with us, we had taken Honorable Sinclair Stevens with us, we had taken Mr. Jim Carey Janis with us on these trade missions. I think the biggest one I would say is that we were very pioneer in introducing CNG to Pakistan, the canola seeds to Pakistan, and I would say that RIM is now in Pakistan, which is doing very well. When we were there in last year in January, there were about 30 million cell phones, and today there are over 70 million cell phones in Pakistan.